Hey guys, it's Carl from WOLVOFFICIAL, and today is the day that I want to talk about learning to learn. So, a lot of times we can get lost in the sauce, if you know what I mean. We never truly know everything in this world, and sometimes it can be overwhelming with all the knowledge that is out there and the knowledge to be attained. There's a lot of competition for knowledge. The market for the person who has the most knowledge is large, primarily because so many people are learning. They're learning new things every single day. They're becoming something different, something they weren't yesterday. And it's a great thing. It's a great thing to be constantly learning and developing as a human being. There's so much to learn, and where I think a lot of us get confused is, do you have to pay to learn? And the answer is no, you don't. You don't have to pay to learn anything. I mean, with technology now, you might have to pay for some internet access, but that's about it. A lot of people, they go to school and they pay for the school, they get an education, and it's like it never ends. Even after school, even after you get your degree and then another degree, it's like you're always learning still, even after, you see. So most of our time should be spent on learning new things, because knowledge really is power. It'll take you places that you've only dreamed of. And so I can't say for sure the big debate between people who go to school, who pay for it, and the people who teach themselves everything. I will say that it is possible both ways. I really think so. You'd have to be extremely disciplined, but I believe it's possible to teach yourself how to be successful and how to learn new things, such as mathematics and business skills and communication skills. All that stuff would need to be learned, and I do believe that is possible through self-education. So learning to learn should be your first and foremost objective every single day. Is what's something new that I can learn? And if you think about all the things that are out there that you can learn, like I said, it can be extremely overwhelming. So what I do is I look into who I am and what my passions are. If my passion is to make music, which it is, then I'm going to be thinking about all of the different ways that I can make the music better. So I'm going to be constantly using the Google, the YouTube, the other people out there who are going to give me information, free information, that is, on resources that are at my disposal that I didn't even know of. So it can really be a blessing and a curse to have the technology that we have when it comes to learning. Never stop learning. That's my motivation for the day. Is you don't ever want to stop learning. Learning is the difference between life and death. If you stop learning, you're, that's like stopping. Just doesn't work. And so it can be overwhelming, but I can assure you that there are only so many ways that you can learn. I mean, you have your basic one-on-one interaction with people. Those people will give you a different perspective on life. Then you have your different media, like you have books that are traditional, and they're in libraries, and you can read many books that will pretty much guarantee you a different perspective on life, or people that aren't around you or can't be around you because they're doing something. They write books, and you read the book, and you actually become that much brighter as a student of learning. There's another one, which is the internet. You can use sites such as YouTube, Spreaker, in the Google, and you can look up in these different search engines any question that you have, and it's remarkable that it gives you the answer as soon as it does. And but with the internet, you have to have a lot of discipline. Like, you can't go just to any site. You want to stay focused on what the objective is to learn that day. With so much distraction and advertising, it can be overwhelming. Good news is now today they have targeted advertising, which is what you see when you're looking on a specific web page. It'll be relative to the search that you made. Basically, the advertising knows you better than you know you, which is good and bad. But the important thing to take here is that learning can come in many different shapes. You can learn just about anywhere, but don't ever feel like what you learn, just because you didn't learn something. For example, when you're reading a book, it doesn't mean that you didn't learn anything. You may not be able to comprehend it at that time, but you know that while you're reading it, you were being engaged as utmost as you could possibly be. And what happens usually when you're reading a book is later on you find a type of deja vu, where you think something happened, like this has happened before, like this situation has happened before, and it came from the book that you read. Your book is giving you a place to dream, a place to formulate ideas, a place to go. And I find that happens to me a lot. I'll read books and I'll see myself in that place. I'll feel, and I'll use all my senses to really put myself in the position of the author. And that in turn stimulates my imagination, which makes dreams into reality. So I recommend that you always, every single day, learn to love to learn. Thank you, guys. A little bit about myself. I'm a DJ and producer here in Las Vegas. Most of my time is spent on selling instrumentals on my website, WOLVOFFICIAL.com. I do a lot of production, music videos, stuff like that for my music and my albums. But there's a lot more to me. If you just want to jump over to WOLVOFFICIAL.com, you can learn more about me. All right, And I'll see you guys later. Hope you took something from this podcast. Okay, bye.